If you have a car with faded and foggy headlights and you want to get them clear, or you're curious on how to make an extra 500 bucks a month as a side hustle, here's how you do it for less than 100 bucks to get started.
So if you're just starting out and you want to do this really effective and kind of get your feet wet with this is the kit you need. Cerakote. It's 17 bucks. They sell it at Walmart. They sell it at Amazon. It literally comes with everything you need. Now, if your lights are worse than this, grab some 1000, grab some 600 grit, and that way you can do any light with this kit. Step one, you got the oxidation remover wipes. Take this and just rub it on the lens. You'll notice that it's going to look crazy already. But what this is doing is it pulls all that oxidation, the yellowing, and it's going to start to turn yellow and brown on you. Because in my experience, you really only need one per light on most vehicles. Just kind of rub it in, massage it, and then it'll just get really progressively more brown. Then what you do, you can use soap and water for this as well. I like this glass cleaner. Just spray the light down, wipe that off. You don't want that to dry on the lens. And you can already see a big difference there. Go ahead and open your baggie here. And it does come with gloves. It's got your 2000 grit and your 3000 grit. So again, if your lights were worse than this is where your 600 or your 1000 would come into play. But this has a pad, I mean, super nice quality. You're just gonna take your 2000 grit and toss it on there. Take a moment and take your tape. Just tape the light up. If you're new, just go ahead and take a few seconds to tape the light up. We're just gonna tape around the edge of here. And again, don't think, oh, well, I'm using a kit from the store that Mr. and Mrs. Smith can get themselves, so I can't charge them. People are paying you for convenience. I've done this for over a decade, restoring lights. For a solid year, I used the Step 3 wipes that come from Cerakote, and it was my final result. I gave those clients all lifetime warranty just because it's how I rolled, but you don't have to do that. You can use this kit. They're paying you because they don't want to do it themselves, okay? So if you get their lights clear, they will pay you. And if you're just doing this for yourself, this is probably the easiest as far as barrier to entry, because you can just go to Walmart and get it, go to Amazon and grab it. You just tape the light up. You can pop the hood, or there's a big enough gap. Just be careful up there. Now you can either use this pad supplied and be easier on your hands here like this and sand it this way. This light has some nice curves to it, so I'm actually gonna hand sand like I always do and just sand the entire light with 2000 grit. You're looking for an even matte finish. So what I mean by that is the whole light should be a nice even frosted look to it. On this chamfered edge right here, it kind of walks up here. You definitely want to take it off that pad if you're using it and kind of do this and just get in there. You don't want to have any glossy spots when you're doing this at the end. If it's glossy, you did not sand enough. And so what you don't want to have is right here. You can see we've got some, even, you've got crazy wild sanding strokes. You don't want that. You want an even matte finish across the whole lens. It should all be even frosted. So now you can see even foggy, even matte finish. No weird crazy sanding strokes. I always go the same direction, and then we'll do 3000 grit next. So again, I'm just hand sanding because this whole light has some crazy sharp edges. Just wipe that all off there. Same thing. Whenever you get to the end of 3000 grit, when you think you might be ready for the clear coat, just double check, make sure there's no shiny glossy spots. Any edges like this are gonna be typical if you missed a spot, and then you just look for an even matte finish. And then we'll pull this tape and we'll get the clear coat applied. Make sure you wipe your cracks out. You don't wanna have any moisture that you've been wet sanding with. That's the last thing you wanna have, a drip across, fresh wipe on clear there. This is still my dirty towel, the one we use to wet sand, and then take one final clean towel and clean the lens off. You can already see how much clearer that is. Again, this is my opinion only, but it should not look like you were here. So when you're done, there shouldn't be tears of sanding stuff all down the face of the car. Just wipe that off. If you spilled it, wipe around here, and let's get it clear. And this is the final step. So this is the step 3. Pro tip, you can buy this in bulk. So you can buy it in packs of 20 from Amazon. Pro tip, do not do this in an enclosed space. Just make sure you're outside or away from your face, and wear gloves with it. Pull this out. One of these is for each light, unless you have a small light. And then you're just gonna start at the top section, and you just wanna make really careful you're not trying to wipe this on the paint here. If you do, you can wipe it off, but you're just getting the edges first. And then from there, you're just gonna smooth it out. If there's any bubbles at the end, just kind of wipe those bubbles off to the edge of the light, and you will be good to go. Make sure you got the whole thing nice and saturated. If you're gonna miss a spot, it's typically gonna be on the edges or around any edges like this. And it's that simple. Another pro tip for these wipes, if you have any black trim that you wanna restore while you're at it, these work really good. They also have a trim specific wipe, but you can use it on trim like this to restore it. So you would clean it first, but this stuff will restore your trim for up to 2 years. It locks on and makes it look amazing. So there's more clear coat on this than there is needed for one light, but there's not enough to use it for the second light. So I always like to take it and just let it go where it needs to go. I can use it on this trim stuff to restore the trim on this guy while you're at it. And just like that, you're all done. If you got some on the paint, you want to get this off before it dries. So just kind of wet your edge of your towel here, and you would just take it with your finger, go slow, and just kind of wipe that off right there. And that's the final result. Super clear, professional rasting results that make you look like a pro, because it is pro grade stuff. Cerakote is America's #1 seller of ceramics. So if you want this, go to Walmart or go to Amazon and grab yours today.